Eagles. Eagles.
And welcome in, everybody. It's NFL Draft Night in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The 2026 NFL Draft is set to kick off in about 8 minutes, and your Philadelphia Eagles are picking at number 23 overall. The mock drafts are pretty narrowed down on who the Eagles might take in this NFL Draft. A lot of offensive linemen, a big name in Kenyon Sadiq, the favorite tight end out of Oregon, the Alabama offensive tackle in Caden Proctor, Spencer Fano out of Utah, Blake Miller out of Clemson, and a litany of other people who will go off the board in this round one. Welcome into the JAKIB Draft coverage. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. Folks, I love the NFL Draft. This is the Super Bowl of the offseason, and Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles have been the best, one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL Draft across all 32 NFL teams. So it's going to be a fun night. We'll have coverage all across the channel here as we continue to roll across it. You can see in the background, I have the TV. It's a little bit blurred. I don't want there to be any copyright issues, but I did want you to have a chance to kind of see that visual as I cover everything that happens in the draft tonight. So we do have quite a bit of time until the Philadelphia Eagles will pick, assuming they do not make a massive trade up to the top of the board. But it's an exciting time. The draft's going to kick off soon. We will follow along all through it as it unfolds right here in front of us. I will take some comments from all of the great people of JAKIB Nation. I see all of you guys in here. Bird Bath, Sist, Hollywood, Izzy B, KCA, Wayne, Theo. What's going on, everybody? Philly Dom, what's up, brother? It's great to talk to all of you guys, to see all of you guys as the draft is going to kick off tonight. You know, normally at 6 o'clock at night, or I am done talking to you guys. So we have a long night tonight in front of us, and we will cover the draft for you guys and give you guys the full wall-to-wall coverage. So I'm looking forward to everybody. Senor, what's up, brother? Philly Don, I'm going to go grab my, Philly Don, if that's going to be a problem, I should go and grab, I have a Wi-Fi extender if I need to do that. I don't know why the Wi-Fi wouldn't be holding right now. I am obviously hardwired, so I can try and address that. Philly Don, let me know if that keeps happening, brother. I'll go and grab my Wi-Fi thing. But I am fired up, all right? I am fired up. Senor says I'm glitchy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back here. Let me run a quick what do I got here? A quick stopper I think I have, and I can let me just run. Give me 1 second. I'll go grab my Wi-Fi thing. Apologize about that. All right, we're back in business. NFL Draft is 4 minutes away. Hopefully the internet starts holding. Let me plug this in, and that should help me out. That should help me out big time. So hopefully that'll catch it. Hope everybody's having a great night. I'm fired up for the NFL Draft. I want to go right to my chat. I do appreciate all you guys being here. All right. Who do you got tonight? Who do you got for the Philadelphia Eagles? I think offensive lineman, but I know a lot of people are excited about the prospect of Kenyon Sadiq. I think that would be a big name if he fell to 23, but I don't know where he's going to fall, where he's going to go. I'm going to take some comments. Philly Don has Monroe Freeling. Philly Don, when I think of Monroe Freeling, and ladies as well, when I think of Monroe Freeling, Philly Don, is it just me, or does that guy look like a Lane Johnson replacement? Now, I don't know if he's going to be, and I don't know if the eye test is lying to me here, but that guy looks like an offensive tackle, man. That guy looks like a freaking offensive tackle. So I'm with you on that. I like that name. Leon says Sadiq or down. So Leon, you're projecting the trade up here. I mean, if you're talking about Caleb Downs to the Philadelphia Eagles, arguably the most well-rounded player in this draft, arguably one of the players with the highest floor in this draft, Caleb Downs, probably the best defensive player in the draft. Boy, if Howie's going to draft a safety, he's going to move way up. And that would also be a big break from what Howie is normally used to doing, when it comes to the first round. Safety is not one of those positions that they value to that level. If they went with Caleb Downs, I would be pretty surprised. But I tell you what, I think it would be a slam dunk of a pick. I think the guy would pan out, and I think he would be a beloved player in the city of brotherly love. Will Howie break the trends? Howie did say something, or at least it was reported by Scott Berman from The Athletic, who put out this morning or last night. Howie did say, or at least it was reported, Howie's thought process was it might be an unconventional draft in terms of positional value. So if there's not that many playmakers, if there's not that many guys that Howie deems are first-round talents, does he, try and change it up and go with a player like a Caleb Downs, somebody like that who might make a big splash on the team? So I would love a Caleb Downs. It's never felt realistic to me, but I think Caleb Downs would be a money player for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that would be pretty awesome. Here's a super chat, our first super chat of the night. Josh B., thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Move up or throw up. Let's go. So for those who missed Birds 365 this morning with John McMullen, that was our slogan of the day today on our morning show, Birds 365, across the JAKIB Sports Network. It was move up or throw up, meaning if the Eagles stand pat at 23 overall, they will miss out on the opportunity to draft a game-changing player. There is not enough of them in round number one to stand pat at 23 overall, and that brought up the slogan for John McMullen, move up or throw up, a.k.a. let's trade up if you're Howie Roseman. By the way, Pittsburgh looks absolutely packed. Unbelievable how many people they have out there in the great city of Pittsburgh. I know here in Philadelphia, we view Pittsburgh as maybe a interstate rival, but I got love for Pennsylvanians. All right, I love the great state of Pennsylvania, so I am happy that it's in Pittsburgh, and I'm happy that they got the draft out there. It looks packed. Looks like people are having a great time. Pittsburgh is a great sports city, guys. It is. Pittsburgh is a great sports city. So I'm happy for them. They got the draft here, and should be pretty good for them. But, boy, I'm excited for this thing to unfold. You look at the top of the draft, I think it's going to be Fernando Mendoza, obviously a guy who's been mocked at the top of the draft really since this thing kicked off, folks. He obviously led Indiana on a historic senior season. They won a national championship under Kurt Signetti and really built on the leadership of Kurt and also the quarterback in Fernando Mendoza. So an iconic season for him, and he's been mocked at number one overall. I don't know that I see the upside or the skill set of a number one overall pick when it comes to Mendoza. That's not to say he's not a great player. It's just to say when you think of number one overall picks, you think elite level traits. I don't see that with Fernando Mendoza, but that's also a position where you can defy that, right? When Jalen Hurts came out in the draft, many people said the same thing about him, and look at the type of success he's had. When Tom Brady came into the draft and was drafted in the 6th round, he didn't have elite traits. So that's not to say that's what will define him, but he is a little bit of an unconventional number one overall pick in that way. If I had to go to picks number 2 and 3, I think that's quickly where you're going to see some of the guys like David Bailey, like Arvell Reese, like Sonny Styles. I mean, I tell you what, folks, if linebacker were a more valued position, Mike linebackers in the National Football League, which I think is a mistake for teams to not value, Sonny Styles would be a top 5 pick. Now, he might still be a top 5 pick, but it is a little bit more of an uphill battle given the position that he plays. So you talk about a guy like David Bailey at the edge rusher position, a raw, pure pass rusher. I mean, you put on the tape of David Bailey out of Texas Tech, that guy can get after the quarterback. So he is a great player. I believe he will go number 2 overall, and then it starts to get real interesting. I think it starts to get real interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of how the draft unfolds. It's kicking off right now. You're going to see Roger Goodell walk out onto the screen. That is TJ Watt out in front of him. So here we go, folks. The 2026 NFL draft takes place right now. Let's get into it. I am looking forward to the way this thing goes. Obviously, Roger is met with boos, as he always is, all right, because he should be. Stinky Roger, the commissioner of the National Football League. But He is met with boos right now in Pittsburgh. Boy, the amount of jerseys in Pittsburgh. I mean, I see Bengals jerseys. I see Tampa jerseys. I see Pittsburgh jerseys, obviously. I see Ram jerseys. Where are the Eagle jerseys out there? Where are the Eagle jerseys? TJ Watt and Cam Hayward up there with the commissioner. There's Vikings jerseys, San Francisco jerseys, Raider jerseys, Raven jerseys. There's some brown. Where are the Eagle jerseys? I see Miami. Does anybody see an Eagle jersey? What happened, Eagle fans? Well, we don't make it to the Super Bowl this year and we decide to bail on the draft? Hello. Is there anybody out there, Eagle fans? Is it just me or do you not see one? Because I don't see one. I don't see one freaking Eagle jersey in the building right now. I like the setup. I like the stage. I'm a sucker for great production, folks. And I love the way the stage is set up right now. I still am not. There's an Eagle jersey. Jason Kelsey, Kelly Green. There you go. There's a Cooper DeJean. All right. I'm seeing some Eagle jerseys. Man, big crowd out there in Pittsburgh. All right. Something I want to pull up on the screen as well is NFL draft, kind of the live view. If I can find it somewhere. Should be able to get the tracker by round here. All right, we'll pull this up so you guys can see some of this. Dre, man, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here. Roll Tide, my friend. I'm feeling Caden Proctor tonight. Offensive tackle out of the University of Alabama. I'm feeling it. Boy, a bunch of introductions here. Pretty cool out in Pittsburgh to see some of the NFL legends, some of the Pittsburgh Steelers legends being introduced out there. Pretty cool. Here is that Mitchell jersey stood out. Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't see it. No Eagle fan. I knew you were going to be chirping. Sticky Dog, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Obviously, Pittsburgh's banned anyone from Philly, given how the Penguins are doing. The Penguins stink. I called that series before it started. Howie's going to fumble? See, I don't think so, man. Howie's been in really crushing the NFL draft recently. So I believe that Howie will do a good job here. Look, Pump, it's hard for me to listen to you here when it comes to Howie. He's kind of earned, I think, at the very least, the trust. Now, if he botches it, all right, next year we can have a different story. But I believe that Howie Roseman has earned the trust of fans tonight to be able to figure it out. You know, you go to a couple of years ago, Howie was drafting at 22 overall. That was the only first round pick in the last 5 years that the Philadelphia Eagles did not trade up for a player. So they stood pat at 22 overall, and incoming came Quinyon Mitchell. And if you remember at the time, many out there believed Terrion Arnold out of the University of Alabama would have been a better pick than Quinyon Mitchell out of the University of Toledo. Okay? And that is not what happened. Quinyon Mitchell has been a home run pick and was a first-team All-Pro last year for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, and then the 4 other years, obviously that was 2024's draft, 2025's draft. They stood pat, or they traded up from 32 to 31, and they drafted Jahad Campbell. In 2023, I believe it was Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. Jalen Carter was a trade up as well. 2022 was Jordan Davis, and the trade for A.J. Brown 2021 was Devontae Smith, so also a trade up. So I've had a pretty good track record here, folks, of drafting here in the first round. So the draft's getting started now. The Raiders are on the board, folks. You can see the countdown clock in the corner, 7 minutes and counting. It started at 8. All the cameras are on. Fernando Mendoza. I will say, I know some of you don't care, but I absolutely love to see inside the rooms, inside the homes, inside the living rooms, inside the cubicles, wherever they're standing, of the players, man. I freaking love watching the players, their families celebrate this big moment. It's a big moment, man. These are young men achieving great things in their life, achieving big dreams in their life. If anybody out there has a desire or a work ethic that is, rooted in the pursuit of success, however you define it, doesn't mean you have to define it the same as the person next to you. But if you aspire to achieve anything in your life, you got to appreciate seeing these young men reach, obviously, such a big milestone for them. So pretty awesome to watch it. Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first pick here, and we will see what happens after that. I think it's going to get interesting basically right after that. So I'll pull up the draft tracker a little bit on the screen for you guys. Ev, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here. Keep shining. I appreciate that. Boda, Xander looks like he's just won the lottery. Boda, let me tell you something, Boda. I think I did just win the lottery, my friend, because I'm alive. I'm here with you all. I'm here doing what I love. I'm here building a business. It's the NFL draft taking place right in front of us. I mean, didn't we all win the lottery in a way, Boda? So maybe I am feeling like I just won the lottery. All right, so I'm looking forward to tonight, though, man. I just want to see who the Eagles are going to land. It's been so much talk, so much discussion about what we're doing, where we're going, offensive line, Kenyon Sadiq, wide receiver, A.J. Brown, Hoopta, Diana Rossini, you name it. It's been a lot of talk about things that don't matter. Tonight matters, folks. Tonight matters. And that's what I'm fired up about. So it's going to be interesting to see here, really, what happens. I'm curious because I do feel like this draft has been it's kind of a crapshoot, man. Does anybody really know what way they're going to go? See, I don't want to leave this on the screen here because then you won't be able to see some of the background there. I do got to make sure that's blurred. I do not want to get a copyright issue. So let me make sure that's a little blurry. Sorry if it's too blurry, but sorry, I can't be getting a copyright here. But Eagles draft Xander Krause, the University of Alabama dropout. The picture's freezing? Damn, I don't know why, man. Let's figure this out here. I don't know why my picture's freezing. Let me look here. Yeah, it is blurry. Damn. It is blurry. Sorry about that. It should pick up. I thought the Wi-Fi extender would help. I don't know. I mean, I'm hardwired. I got freaking 3 gigabit internet. You would think this stuff would work. It's $300 a month for the business internet. How come on the air it doesn't work? It's like, hello, it's the NFL draft, Xfinity. It's the NFL draft. Come on, man. So we'll see. Hopefully it works right now. But pick is in, folks. Las Vegas Raiders, pick number 1 in the NFL draft. I think we all know who this is going to be with Fernando Mendoza. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Fernando Mendoza is a bust? I think he might be. I'm not going to lie. I don't want him to be. I'd love to see him turn that franchise around a little bit and really lead them to some success. But I don't know that Fernando Mendoza is a superstar. I'd love to see it, though. Comparing him to Drew Bledsoe right now. That's true, senor. 16-0 with Indiana and win the Natty. Yes, sir. Mendoza, I like him. Here we go, though. Will they take the quarterback? Will they? Can you imagine if they threw the biggest wrench of all time right now and didn't take Mendoza? That would be wild. Fernando's looking sharp. He's got his mother, his father next to him, his whole family around him in the room. It looks pretty dope. Pick is in. Let's see. You know what I have to pull up? X seems to always be ahead of it. The Raiders have officially selected Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza. I love it. I like Fernando. I like Fernando Mendoza. There you go. There's Roger. He just said it on my screen. You'll see Roger in the back in just a second. And officially, the 2020-26 first overall draft pick in the 2026 NFL draft is Fernando Mendoza. Congratulations to Fernando Mendoza. That's a big deal. The number 1 overall pick. I just got done telling you how much I love to watch people achieve their dreams. Does it get better than that, folks? Does it get better than that? To play the game your whole life, to go through all of the different places he went. He transferred schools. He ends up in Indiana with Kurt Signetti, took a shot on him. They go 16-0 and win the national championship. And here he is. And here he is. The number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. A job well done, Fernando Mendoza. Here's the deal, Fernando. The journey starts now. This is not the destination, my friend. So get to work. Fernando Mendoza, the number 1 overall pick. And the number 2 pick here is the New York Jets. So let's see who the New York Jets take, and we'll see what they end up doing here. Let me see if I can add a picture-in-picture, all right, of okay, let me see if I can do this. All right, so there I can put that on the screen. Probably not the greatest look at the board. Let me see if I could find another draft thing here that looks a little bit better on the screen. Fernando's speaking now. Great response by Fernando Mendoza. Thanks God, and says the work is just beginning. He's got to go and earn it every day. I like Fernando Mendoza, man. I think he's legit. I hope he's a good enough player. Look, sometimes people are great dudes and you want to root for them, but sometimes they're just not good enough. Guys, I mean, this is the elite football league in the world. It's not easy to make it here. It's not easy to stay here. You know, every man that does deserves a hell of a lot of credit, but Mendoza might not. So, all right. So that's a little bit of a look here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you guys. All right. So there you can see who goes. So you can see number 1 overall, Mendoza went right there. All right. So that you have that on the board, obviously. You got me and you got the TV. Hopefully I'm not blocking too much. But number 1 overall is off the board. Who do the Jets go here? I think it's got to be David Bailey, right? I mean, I think David Bailey here is kind of a home run for the Jets at number 2 overall. So I think it's going to be David Bailey out of Texas Tech. He is a pure pass rushing talent, a very good player, right? A very good player out of Texas Tech. Really was very productive. One of the more productive players actually in the draft. David Bailey and Caleb Downs. I mean, if you're going off production and not falling for the potential trap, David Bailey and Caleb Downs are your guys. Okay. So I'm looking here and I see they're going to take David Bailey. That's the pick, a pure pass rusher at a Texas Tech. Very good player. David Bailey, 6'3" and 5'8", 251. All right. 98 production score from Next Gen Stats. He is a tough dude to block. All right. He plays the game in one of those new style defensive end kind. He's a speed. He's got a ton of speed off the edge. Really good player. Really fun to watch, actually. Really fun to watch. Billy Don, it's not my camera, dude. I'm not sure why it's happening. Sorry, dude. You're gonna have to live with it, I guess. I don't have any other solution at this point. I gotta rip Xfinity again. David Bailey's, by the way, is officially, well, the pick is in. They didn't announce it on screen yet, but the tweets seem to come first. It's crazy the world we live in that the tweets come before the network. You would think the network would have a problem with that, right? So David Bailey. I don't think it's too high for David Bailey at all. I don't agree. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there was a better option here. I mean, I like Sonny Styles, but an off-ball linebacker at number 2 is pretty unrealistic. So Jordan Schultz. I don't see anything from Jordan Schultz other than an eye emoji, and David Bailey's been selected by the New York Jets. Will the Jets ever turn it around? I don't know if they will or if they won't, honestly. But I know David Bailey's a pretty good player, and I think it's a good pick for them. So look, Yale, you asked this question, and I don't think it's an unfair question. I'll tell you that much. But you know what's interesting about it, Yale? Is that kind of tell the story on the NFL draft this year in a way? You know, without being a doomer about it, and I'm not going to say that some of these guys won't probably pan out and turn into good players. Is that kind of the story? I mean, you get the number 2 overall, and we're already asking the question, is David Bailey worth the number 2 overall pick? I don't know. I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So maybe it does tell the story a little bit of the NFL draft. I love watching the players go into the media tent or whatever it is where they put their hat on. You'll watch Bailey walk in and he'll put the hat on when he comes in here. This is one of my favorite parts. See, he's in there now. It's the social media tent, and he puts the hat on. It's pretty awesome to watch. That's got to feel so cool in that moment, a surreal moment, putting the hat on of the team that just drafted you. And also the team, by the way, let's be realistic about this, guys. A team that's about to pay you multiple millions of dollars, all right? Obviously, we all work. We all do things. We all try and, make a living in life. Well, I got a couple million at least coming in from this team. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Some of these David Bailey highlights, though, are just incredible. I mean, he gets off the edge so fast. Almost unblockable in some ways. Now, that's college. Let's see how he does in the pros. But, man, I do think he's a great player. I do think he's a very strong player. Probably one of the more productive player as well. So, all right, so now you have the Cardinals on the board. Guys, there was a lot of talk about the Cardinals wanting out of number 3 overall. Will they get out of number 3? Will they take a player here? Let's see what they do. The Cardinals are on the clock right now. Let's see if a trade is coming, because I wouldn't rule anything out. The best part about this draft from an entertainment standpoint is it could go any way. It could go any way. I want to listen to David Bailey. Give me 1 sec. Awesome answer by David Bailey. Angelo, I'm with you, man. He says, never seen a draft of so many questions. It's unbelievable, Angelo. I mean, there is almost nothing surefire except for players that aren't at the valued positions, safeties, tight end, Kenyon Sadiq. I was watching some Sadiq highlights actually after the National Football Show ended. So just in the last hour, doing some prep in case obviously the Eagles make that pick. And I understand why people are falling for that guy. I mean, I've watched a bunch of his tape prior, but I just didn't really want to believe the Eagles would go with a tweener type of tight end receiver guy, with this offense. But that guy can play. Mismatch nightmare is what he is, really. He's a mismatch nightmare. Pump, you let me know, man. You guys keep me posted in the chat if something's breaking and I'm not on top of it. David Bailey at 2. Cardinals on the clock here still. Senor, I agree. Top 10 pick talent. I agree. Now, that's potential, obviously, a lot of potential, but I agree. His talent's there. Keys, that's what I've been saying. Another weapon for us to not use. Wow. The first shock of the draft. Wow. The first shock of the NFL draft. The Arizona Cardinals are going to draft Jeremiah Love, running back out of Notre Dame. Running back out of Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love goes number 3 overall. That is unbelievable. Jeremiah Love. I like it for them. You know, when you're at 3 and you don't want to pick, take the playmaker. Take the guy you believe in. If you're wrong, live with it. If you're wrong, live with it. I love it. Theo says, Fowler's reporting the Eagles are taking calls for moving down. Is that right? I saw them talking earlier. I saw Jeremy put out earlier that the Eagles were in mix for maybe moving up. Let me go see what Fowler's up to. I'll put on his notifications as well. I kind of like this for the Cardinals, but I mean, they're the Cardinals. They're bummy, but Jeremiah Love, big pick for the Arizona Cardinals. It did not fill in yet on the stream, but it will fill in. Jeremiah Love going number 3. The draft hype is just beginning, folks. Pumped as that's exactly what I'm thinking. The Giants are 5-10. I am pumped that they're not getting Love. That's a win for the Birds that he goes before the New York Giants and before the Washington Commanders. Arizona taking Jeremiah Love, man. Congratulations to Jeremiah Love. I got to watch this. Here he comes out with his family. That dude is a straight-up playmaker. Catch the ball, run the ball. That guy will gash defenses in many different ways. Big playability, almost Saquon-esque, not in the same style, but in the big play ability. You know, how many times have we watched Saquon, especially in that 24 year, where boom, a 60-yard run can break a game open? Jeremiah Love has all of that ability and some. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. Really good. Is that Marcus Freeman's brother, by the way? Where's the Notre Dame fans? Was that Marcus Freeman's brother? They look just alike. Must be. Great pick for the Cardinals. Let's go see what Jay Love can do in the league, man. Let's go see what Jeremiah Love can do in the league. I think this dude has a potential ability to make just as big of an impact in the catching, in the passing game as he does in the running game. He's that good. He's that good. I'm sure Johnny Mack is pumped. Johnny Mack liked Jeremiah Love. All right, so right now to recap. Number 1, Fernando Mendoza. David Bailey, number 2 to the Jets. Jeremiah Love, number 3 to the Cardinals. You have Titans at number 4. Giants at 5. Browns at 6. Commanders at 7. So you have 2 NFC East picks coming up in the next 4. We have the Titans here. Wow, listen to this stat, folks. So you guys know how NFL, the running back position has been really de-emphasized in a way. Jeremiah Love at the number 3 overall pick will have a $50.5 million fully guaranteed on his rookie contract. That is the most fully guaranteed money ever given to a running back in NFL history. Was just made by, watch him catch the ball, man. This dude is a fucking beast when it comes to catching the football. Oh my God, that dude, he's going to be a good player. I hope the Cardinals don't butcher him, because it's so hard for running backs who get drafted that high to play well when they have just awful teams. But man, I hope that dude can play, because or has a team around him enough to play, because I know he can play. But the team game, folks. It's a team game. All right, so number 4, the Titans are on the board, 244 and counting. Eagles sitting at pick number 23. The pick is in on my screen, is what it says. Ian Rappaport tweets out, the Titans are sticking and picking, no trade at number 4 overall. So no trades yet in the NFL draft. 3 have gone so far, and I believe here the Titans are going to go for an offensive playmaker for Cam Ward. Let's see who it is. Last year they selected Cam Ward at number 1 overall. All right. Who do we got? Oh my gosh, it's going to be Carnell Tate. Number 4 pick is in. Jordan Schultz on X tweets, the Titans have selected Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate. Wow! Wow! Carnell Tate goes in the top 5. Wow. Carnell Tate to the Tennessee Titans, a raw playmaker. I just said it 30 seconds ago. I think they take a playmaker for Cam Ward, who they took number 1 overall, and boom! Carnell Tate to the Tennessee Titans. Wow. So already, guys, major shakeup in the NFL draft. Titans taking Carnell Tate. Wow. So you got Arvell Reese out there right now. You have Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Francis Mogia. How do I say his name? Can anybody help me out with that pronunciation? Moaga? Mawagai? I don't know. Makai Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq, Caden Proctor, Spencer Fano, Jordan Tyson. A lot of names still out there. You know what's a beautiful thing, folks? I saw a mock that the Giants were going to end up with Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Love. Well, both of them are off the board before the Giants even had a chance to get one of them at number 5 overall. Unbelievable here. This so far, guys, is falling perfectly for the Philadelphia Eagles, just for things you cannot control. You know, you can't control how the top of the board goes. Right now, it's falling beautifully for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jeremiah Love and Carnell Tate, both off the board for the Birds. And neither of them going to a division rival. Woo! That's a beautiful thing, folks. Wow. Carnell Tate, number 4 overall. Yep, here comes the Preston. I agree. Here comes the Ohio State run. Starting with Carnell Tate. You're going to see Arvell Reese go off the board. You're going to see Sonny Styles go off the board. You're going to see Caleb Downs go off the board. Ohio State's got some players. Caden McDonald will probably go a little bit later on. O-line, correct. O-line, let's see. Ohio State, man. I don't like Ohio State, but I got to give you guys credit, man. You guys, that school is literally pumping NFL talent out right now. I mean, we're my Bama fans. We got to admit it, right? They are pumping NFL talent out. No diddy. I agree, Don. I could see that as well. Dez, what's up, dude? I feel all right about it. Giants pick is in, it says. All right, it says pick is in up here. Boom. All right, Giants pick is in already. There it is. Ohio State edge linebacker Arvell Reese. So this is going to be more of the hybrid player who can rush the passer off the ball, all right? This is not Sonny Styles, who is really a Mike linebacker, who's going to be an off-ball linebacker. So the Giants take Arvell Reese. I don't really understand it from their perspective. Aren't they trying to trade an edge rusher right now? Can anybody help me out with this? Am I missing something here? Why do the Giants take Arvell Reese? I get it. He's a great player, but does it make sense? Does it make sense here? What am I missing? Why did the Giants just take Arvell Reese? By the way, did you guys see Arvell Reese's suit with the Reese's peanut butter cups? Oh, dude, that was sick. That was sick, dude. Here we go. Here we go. Some potential trade talk. So after the Giants pick of Arvell Reese, the Cleveland Browns are on the board. Here's a tweet from Ian Rappaport. Sources say the Browns and Chiefs are in deep talks on a trade to send Kansas City up to number 6 overall and Cleveland back to number 9 overall. Let's see if the Chiefs move up here. Akbar says they got rid of their nose, but Akbar, they got 3 edge rushers, dude. They got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and the dude they drafted last year, Abdul Carter. I mean, where are they playing Arvell Reese? Off ball? You lining up 4 edge rushers across the line? I still don't get the Giants pick. I felt like Carnell Tate was choked up there. Is that just me or? So did the Chiefs trade? Trade. All right, Chiefs move up. Chiefs go to number 6. Who are they going to take? The Chiefs just jumped from 9 to 6. The Browns fall from 6 to 9. All right. Who are the Kansas City Chiefs going to take at number 6 overall? They clearly had a guy they wanted. Is it Jordan Tyson? Is it Kenyon Sadiq? This feels early for Sadiq. Is it Sadiq? Andy Reid will know how to use Sadiq. I got something in my damn throat. Excuse me. How's the internet, by the way? Is it holding now? So they get, the Browns get back third round pick, 74 overall, and 148 in the 5th round. So they get a 3rd and a 5th to go up 3 spots, or to go back 3 spots. It's pretty good. I'm with you, Theo. Is that who it's going to be? I'm waiting for this pick to come in. Is it Francis Moaga? I think it could be, man. They took Delane? Wow, I'll be surprised if they take Delane. I know they need a corner, but is it Delane? Who you guys seeing it from? I'm not seeing it yet. Pump, who you got? Who you seeing it from? I want to add them to my notification list. Pump, who you seeing it from? I agree, buddy. Boys, what I'm wondering, the same thing. Was Delane going to go? Was Delane even going to go? I'm not, buddy boy. I'm with you, dude. I don't see why. I mean, unless they knew somebody was about to take, unless the Commanders or the Saints, maybe the Saints would have taken Delane. I mean, the Saints have a wide receiver, edge, corner. I mean, could the Saints have taken him? I don't know if I like the pick there. I mean, it is. It's Delane. He just put it out. So a pump, I don't know how you had it so much before me 24 seconds ago. They're getting Delane. The Chiefs are taking Mansour Delane. So they trade away. What's the dude's name? Trent McDuffie to the Rams, and they pick up Mansour Delane in the NFL draft. Boy, they're rotating corners there, man. They are not interested in paying a corner. Remember, they had L'Jarius Sneed. Boom, traded away. They had Trent McDuffie, all-pro. Boom, traded away. Another first-round pick. Mansour Delane, enjoy your 4 years in Kansas City. They're going to trade you too. But I hope you have a good career to start. The Chiefs pick up Mansour Delane. Boy, interesting draft board so far, guys. I don't know why. Why is this not loading? I mean, come on here. Tate's off the board, KCC. He's off the board, man. Carnell Tate went at number 4 overall. Chiefs traded. So Chiefs trade from 9 to 6, and they pick up Mansour Delane. Okay. I think this is a little high for this player. I like Mansour Delane, but 6 overall? Are you kidding me? Can anybody explain to me why the Giants took Arvell Reese? I don't get it. Why did they take Arvell Reese? That would be like the Philadelphia Eagles taking a cornerback 1, or them taking I don't even know how to a tackle. I mean, no, that doesn't make sense. They're taking a tackle. Something. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's like them taking a DT. I don't get why they took an edge. I mean, Arvell Reese is a good player, but yeah, I guess Joe Schoen is still the worst general manager in all of football. Yes, Siglord, you're right. I've been calling him the worst GM in football. I don't know, man. I'm not worried about Arvell Reese, dude. Leon Banks, you think Arvell Reese is going to run by Jordan Mailata? Come on, dude. Yeah, Akbar, they got to be. I know they were talking about trading Thibodeau, but, like, dude, if they trade Thibodeau, they still got Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, who is their number, 2 overall pick or 3 overall pick last year? I mean, they still got. And there's Ryan Clark glazing the move. He must have a connection in the Giants building. They got 4 edge rushers, Ryan. Is anybody stopping the run? They just traded away Dexter Lawrence. I mean, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm not happy about this. Arvell Reese can't get the hat on his head. Yo, bro, you got to, the backs normally have a snap, Arvell. You can make it bigger. I think at least. I don't know if it's a snapback. Maybe it's not. Is it a snapback? No, it's not. It's not a snapback. I agree. Sonny Styles is the stud. Whew. They might, RMP. I mean, I don't think anything else makes sense. Who's going to play the nose? Who's going to play the one tech? I don't even understand who's going to play the interior there. Do they even have the guy? I think you're right. 3-4 is what it looks like, but all right. So let's run through the board real quick. So we have Fernando Mendoza went number 1 overall. David Bailey went number 2. Jeremiah Love went number 3. Carnell Tate went number 4. Arvell Reese went number 5. And Mansour Delane went number 6. All right, now you have the Commanders on the clock at 7 overall. Let's see who the Commanders end up taking here. Going to be interesting. This is obviously an NFC East relevant pick here. I'm with you on whoever said don't get too excited yet. Don't get too hyped yet. A 5-pick run can completely screw us. I'm with you, man. That's the draft, right? That's the draft. All right, Commanders take Sonny Styles. So the Commanders take a good player. Commanders take Sonny Styles, off-ball linebacker out of Ohio State. This dude can flat out play. Now, you just said, somebody just said, now we got to deal with Arvell Reese. Well, I got news for you. Now we got to deal with Sonny Styles. He can flat out play. He can flat out play. All right. The Chiefs got Mansour Delane. The Chiefs got Mansour Delane. All right. Hopefully you can see that still a little better. All right. That's a good pick. And by the way, where is my boy B. Preston? Boy, did you call it. Boy, did you call it. Carnell Tate, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, 3 of the next 4 picks after you said that, my friend. You nailed that. Ohio State, the run began and it ended. There you go. Where will the next Ohio State player go? Could be Caleb Downs, probably coming soon. Caleb Downs, probably coming soon. Boy, this board is not falling how I thought the board was going to fall. I don't know why I'm so grainy. It's really pissing me off. All right, so let's see who we got here. So number 8 on the board, you had the New Orleans Saints. All right, Sonny Styles goes to the Commanders. I think that's a good pick. Cowboys, I don't know who they're going to take. I think they'll trade up if Caleb Downs falls. I could see the Saints taking them too, Pump. Only 7 picks into this thing so far, and we're almost an hour in. I don't know that I love the pick of Mansour Delane. Now, more than that, Akbar says only 2 offensive players. Oh, yeah. No, 3. Mendoza, Love, and Carnell Tate. Mendoza, Love, and Carnell Tate. So 3 offensive players in the first 7 picks. Saints, I think, are going to take an offensive player. No O-lineman. That's a good thing for the Eagles. That's a good thing for the Eagles. How far? Yep, Pump, you called it. Jordan Tyson's going to go to the New Orleans Saints. So Kellen Moore gets a big receiver for that dude, the Tyler Shuck quarterback. They're going to take Jordan Tyson, a wide receiver out of Arizona State. There he goes, Jordan Tyson. That's now 2 receivers off the board already in the top 8 picks. The New Orleans Saints are going to take Jordan Tyson here. That comes right after Sonny Styles goes to the Commanders. Mansour Delane goes to the Chiefs. Arvell Reese to the Giants. Carnell Tate went to the Titans. Boy, Tyson's interesting. Good player. Very good player. Can he stay healthy? I don't know. The dude's got hammy problems like he's 29. He's got hamstring problems like he's 29 years old. I don't know. That's my concern on Tyson. But I think he's a hell of a player. I think he's as good as Carnell Tate when it comes to talent. But if you can't stay on the field, then guess what? You're not as good as Carnell Tate. Was that Sonny Styles? No, Mansour Delane said yes, sir. yes, sir, to your Rutledge. Zay, how far does Downs drop before Phil? I don't know, Mike. I think pretty far, dude. I think we're too high up. I got to turn my fan on. One sec. All right, here we go. No Lyman yet. All right, Jordan Tyson to the Saints. Sonny Styles to the Commanders. I think that's a good pick. So Sadiq's still on the board. We're at pick number 23 overall. I don't think Downs is getting past Dallas. No way. No way. I think Dallas Cowboys would take him. So Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson. Now you have Browns at 9. They traded back with the Chiefs. Boy, I wonder if the Chiefs even needed to trade up to get Delane. I wonder if the Chiefs even needed to do that. But hey, I won't know. I mean, might come out after. Boy, Ari Myrov just tweets out the Giants were hoping that Jordan Tyson would fall to number 10. Wow. Nothing is working for the New York Football Giants. Nothing is working for the Giants. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Nothing is working for the Giants. The freaking Giants. Goofy goobers. Three Ohio State players in the first 7 picks is amazing. Tyson's better than Lemon, dude. I am out on Mekhi Lemon, Crawley. I do not see him imposing his will in an NFL game. I do not. I am sorry. He is a good player, Biletnikoff winner, given to the best receiver in college football. Mekhi Lemon can play ball, but Mekhi Lemon can play ball in college. I do not know that he is going to impose his will in NFL games. I do not. I'd take Jordan Tyson before him. I don't know, man. Frosty, what's up, man? Interesting board so far. Mendoza went 1. Bailey went 2. Jeremiah Love, a surprise, goes number 3 to the Cardinals, running back at Notre Dame. Carnell Tate, widely regarded as the best offensive player, best wide receiver in the draft. He goes number 4 to the Titans to help out Cam Ward. Number 5, the Giants, surprisingly, take Arvell Reese, another pass rusher. I don't get it. Mansour Delane, the Chiefs trade up from 9 to 6 and pick up Mansour Delane. And then Sonny Styles goes at number 7 to the Commanders, a very good, very talented off-ball linebacker. The Saints are going to take Jordan Tyson, and now we are at 9 with the Browns, who traded back from number 6 overall. 3 skill position players, top 7. It's top 8, but still. I'm thinking Caden Proctor for Philadelphia. I'm thinking Caden Proctor for the Eagles. Xander Salpal just said the Eagles and the Bucks. Eagles talk with the Bucks and Jets. All right, that's 15-16. Right around what we were thinking. Right around what we were thinking. So I could see that, but Pump, that means the board's going to have to fall. If we have a run here on offensive linemen, I don't think that the Eagles will make the move. Could the start begin? Could Francis Moagai or whatever his name is go now to the Browns? Vegas still out there? I don't think Proctor goes this high. Crowley, I think Proctor's going to be all right, dude. I do. I think he's going to be all right. He's got to be a little more consistent, but he's a big physical player, man. My preference would be Francis. I really think he's going to be and he's a right tackle, played right tackle at Miami. I think he's the perfect fill-in for Lane Johnson, but I understand he's probably going to go. And wow. Browns take offensive tackle, not Caden Proctor, not Francis Mwagai. It's Spencer Fano, the Utah offensive tackle that John McMullen mocked to the Eagles. Spencer Fano is going to go to the Browns at number 9 overall, the first offensive lineman taken. I think that is an excellent pick. I like Spencer Fano. I think he is going to be a great player. He's 6'5", 311. All right. Here's the player analysis by Lance Zerline. Fano lacks ideal proportion or build, but compensates with loose hips, quick feet, and high-end athleticism. He has the tools to mirror speed rushers, wall off the top of the pocket, and find a late anchor when taking the worst of a bull rush. I think he's going to be pretty good. So Spencer Fano goes well before John McMullen projected him to go at 23 overall. The first offensive lineman taken in the NFL draft is Spencer Fano, the tackle out of Utah. This draft is falling very interestingly. I will say, very interesting the way this draft is falling. I got drinks on deck tonight, folks. I went from a cherry vanilla Ollie to just a pure seltzer. All right, a pure LaCroix. 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 Pure is that best flavor. Is the best flavor. I think Tate at 4 is a good pick. I like Carnell Tate. I think he's going to be a great player. I got drinks on deck. I got 2 fresh ones loaded in the fridge. It's so true. LaCroix is awful. Or LaCroix, however you say it. It's awful. It's the worst seltzer. No Dunkin' coffee tonight. Curtis, good to see you, my guy. What up, Curtis? Is that Gandalf on the picture? Wow. Gandalf the Great, or the Gray. Gandalf the White, or that's the Gray right there. Nothing like a good Gandalf, man. Lord of the Rings, great films. Basically the only fantasy films I like. Giants are going to stick and pick at number 10. Curtis, good to see you, my dude. Missed you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good with you and the fam. Thanks for checking in, my guy. Eagles at 23 overall. A lot. Curtis, I didn't know your favorite movies were freaking Lord of the Rings. Those are some of my favorite movies, too. Great stuff. But Mendoza 1, Bailey 2, Love 3, Tate 4, Arvell Reese 5, Mansour Delane 6, Sonny Styles 7, and Jordan Tyson 8. And then you had Spencer Fano go 9 to the Browns. Who are the Giants going to pick here? Boy, if I'm the Cowboys, you can't be happy right now at 12 overall. Steven, what's up, my dude? Good to see you in here, brother. Yeah, I think it might be Downs here. Got to be Downs. Got to be Downs. I'm not worried about it. Now, I never watched Rings of Power. It seems like some modern remake of the great movies. I don't want to ruin the movies with some modern BS. I love Lord of the Rings. I own the Lord of the Rings. Actually, I own the movies on my Amazon account, and I own the disc too. one of the gifts I wanted was a Shire pipe. If you go in Shire pipes, you can look up the big Shire pipes. They're awesome. All right, who's going at 10 here to the Giants? For those who think your TV is behind, it's not behind, guys. I'm got the number. The Saints are picking still on my screen at number 8. You're not behind. It's they can't keep up, man. The reporters get it and put it on X too quick. They can't keep up. Twiz, Lord of the Rings is not my generation, dude. What are you talking about? The writer of Lord of the Rings died in like the 60s, dude. J.R. Tolkien. What are you talking about? All right, who are the Giants getting? Wow, the Giants actually use their head. Wow, the Giants actually make a good pick. Wow. Giants are going to get the Miami offensive tackle, Francis Moagai. Mauigoa. Francis Mauigoa. How do I say this name, man? Yeah, whenever they were made. I know he died a while ago. The guy fought in World War I, dude. The author. He's epic, J.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien or whatever his name is. He's epic. Great, legendary Catholic. Gotta love it. All right, so the Giants finally take a good pick. Maui Noah? Is that it, Abe? That's got to be it. Francis Maui Noah. How's that, Abe? Francis Maui Noah. Maui Noah. How about Moagai? Moagoa. Maui Goa. I like that better. I'm American. I speak English. I don't know. All right, I think the Giants finally make a good pick. Yeah, I have the books too, Matthew. The books are incredible. The books are even better than the movies. The movies actually leave out some crucial parts. I mean, the ending, come on. The movies can't leave that out, but I get it. Samwise Gamgee. Come on, man. Samwise. All right, so the Giants make a good pick at 10. The Browns made a good pick. So 2 offensive linemen. Guys, who was it who just said, Xander, be careful. There could be a run. There could be a run. Terrence, shoot me an email, brother. Xander at JAKIB Sports. I did not see. Terrence, shoot me an email, brother. I'll get back to you. All right, so the Giants take Maui Noah. Abe, how is that, bro? Am I getting it? Am I getting it better? Maui Noah. I don't think we're getting downs, guys. I don't think we're getting them. I wouldn't get all hopped up on getting Caleb Downs. All right. Yeah, Curtis, I thought so too until they just drafted Arvell Reese, their 4th pass rusher on the roster. I mean, I don't really know what he's doing. All right. It's moving slower than I wanted to. I'm like ready to get to the next pick. I got to. Jordan Tyson is choked up. God bless, brother. What a great moment. What a great opportunity. Obviously, a lot of hard work goes into this day for many of these men, and I love that part of it, man. I really do. Man, Jordan Tyson immediately started crying. I don't know. Bro, I put it in the chat. Terrence, I put it in the chat. Dr. Philly, look, I like the emotion. Don't get me wrong, but you also need a guy who's cut out. You know, why is Jalen Hurts so good at managing Philly? He ain't crying on the stage. You know, I'm not saying Tyson's not going to work out because of it. Snap, what's up, brother? Good to see everybody checking back in for the draft, man. It's awesome. Awesome to see everybody. I missed everybody. I love the great community on JAKIB Nation. Curtis, I missed you, bro. I mean, Curtis, you're Curtis. You bring a great sense of rationalism to the conversation. So I missed you, bro. I think there's somebody in there that you'd like now that's a lot like you. Reminds me of you in the chat. Rasputin, his name is. He reminds me of you, Curtis, a little bit. Just in the way he types, just in the way he analyzes football. Not a Jalen Hurts guy. That's what I mean, Curtis. When Q got drafted, you could tell he was going to have ice in his vein. Facts. All right, so number 11, we got the Dolphins. I don't know, man. Steven, I'm not sure where Howie's going. Spencer Fanta fired up. Damn, he's fired up. Is that his daddy's hugging? That's an awesome shot right there. It should come up on the screen in a second. That's a great shot. Theo, you're still on 9. I know. So the Giants take Arvell Reese and Francis Mauigoa. Moaga. I think it's easier. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can say Mauigoa. Does anybody know what I'm even saying? So the Giants get Arvell Reese and I'm not that upset at that. I thought for a second they might get Jeremiah Love and Carnell Tate. I'm all right with that. They were smart to take an offensive lineman. I mean, buddy, you nailed it though, dude. We've had 2 straight offensive linemen now off the board. So, you know, you were right. Look, it can look real good, but then it can look not so good really quickly. Where will Bain go? I'm not sure where Bain will go. Will they keep him home? Miami? Will Miami keep him home? There it is. Roger Goodell just said Mauigoa. Abe, you nailed it, brother. Francis Mauigoa. Trade up. Who's trading up? Cowboys traded up. All right, so they traded up to 11. Yeah, they're going to take downs. I think they're going to take downs. I called this. I said they were going to trade to 9, but they're trading to 11. They're going to take downs. Cowboys trade up. They're on the clock at number 11. All right, Cowboys on the clock. Cowboys on the clock. I wonder if they were trying to get ahead of the Eagles. They jumped 1 spot. I wonder if the Eagles tried to get the Miami 11th overall pick. Boy, I wonder if the Eagles were the team. I could see it. They did just pay Jake Ferguson, though. I don't know about that. Francis Mauigoa goes. Spencer Fano goes. Now the Cowboys on the clock at 11. I think it's Caleb Downs here. Wow, that's what it was for 1 spot. 12 Texas T, thank you. 12, 177, and 180. Wow. There it is. Cowboys take Caleb Downs. I knew it. I knew when they were going up, it was to get Downs. I would love to know if the Eagles were the team that were trying to get to 11. The only reason the Cowboys would go to 11 there is if they felt like somebody I think was going to jump and take them. Because if the Dolphins wanted Downs, they would have just taken him. They would have just taken him. I think somebody was trying to jump the Cowboys for Downs. Somebody was trying. Was it the Eagles? Were the Eagles trying to jump the Cowboys for Downs? That would be a big haul, though. They would have to trade a lot. Cowboys take Caleb Downs. That's an excellent pick. 4 Ohio State players in the top 11. 4. Folks, tip of the cap to the Ohio State fans. I knew it. Preston, you were right, brother. You had a good read on that the whole time. Whole way through, Preston. Well done. Yeah, Caleb Downs. That's a hell of a player. That's the best pick so far in the draft to me. That's the best value pick. I know it. Here comes all the people crying about me giving the Cowboys credit. Folks, I'm trying to call strikes, strikes, and balls, balls. That is a good freaking draft pick. That's a good freaking draft pick. That's a game-changing secondary player for the Dallas Cowboys. That's the best pick in the draft so far. That's a freaking good pick, dude. Yep, there it is. Texas T, thank you. 177 and 180 to go up one spot. That's a good pick for the Cowboys. Wally, he's one of them. That dude can flat out play. That dude can flat out play. Rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year will be Caleb Downs. Watch. Won't be Mansour Delane. Won't be David Bailey. Won't be Sonny Styles. Won't be Arvell Reese. It'll be Caleb Downs. Sean McKay says, Xander, you value Big Ten players way too high. Wait, Sean, I love you, but let me put you in your place. Wait a second. Are you talking about the Caleb Downs that was recruited by Nick Saban to the SEC, to the University of Alabama, who played with Nick Saban, who started as a freshman with Nick Saban? Is that the guy you're talking about? I think you scout the helmet too high. How about that, my friend? You scout the helmet too much. This is a player who's recruited and played in the SEC and who left Alabama when the greatest coach of all time left. And then he dominated in Ohio State. Come on, man. You're going to need more than that. You're going to need more than that to get past me. Come on, man. That dude's a stud. That dude's a flat-out stud. That was the guy that Nick Saban vouched for. Who should I listen to? Nick Saban or Sean McKay 8478 in the chat? You guys tell me. I'll take the greatest coach of all time. Francis Maui Noah says, I'll die for you, man, about Jackson Dart. Boy, you got to be fired up if you're Jackson Dart seeing that. You got to be fired up. You got to be fired up. You got to be fired up. All right, guys, we are 11 picks into the draft. On the clock at 12 is the Miami Dolphins. We are getting close to Eagles trade up range. Okay? We are getting close to Eagles trade up range. Bear with me. I'm a one-man show. I know it can be annoying at times, but I do have to set up something. Okay, stand by. Let him lay. Let him lay. Stand by. All right, here we go. I don't know, Pump. Offensive lineman. Monroe Freeling. Samoans are great protectors. Yes, they are, Theo. Yes, they are. Since when did I say I do like Sonny Styles. But what do you mean? Sean, you're an SEC truther. I love it. I appreciate it. I was an SEC truther for a long time, but now I do sports talk, so I try and be more. I try and be more in the middle. I try and be more, objective about my analysis. But yes, I understand people who love the SEC. That's a good pick for the Cowboys, man. Caleb Downs to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry, folks. Vega. I like Vega. Congratulations to Caleb Downs. Wow, Ty Simpson's going? Is that right? Is Ty going? No way. Wow! 13 overall from the University of Alabama. Quarterback Ty Simpson. Wow. Wow. Let's go, Ty. Let's go, Ty. See, I know people are going to joke about this one. If there's one coach that's a perfect fit for Ty Simpson and his skill set, it is Sean McVay. It is Sean McVay. It is Sean McVay. Wow. Ty Simpson goes 13 overall. Roll Tide, roll. Come on, man. Deshae, I love watching Alabama guys get drafted. I love it. That's why I still got some love for Caleb Downs, even though he bailed on Alabama. I still got some love because Nick Saban recruited him. Wow. I can't believe the Rams taking Ty Simpson. Unbelievable. Alabama. You guys know the legendary radio voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Eli Gold. Eli Gold. Touchdown, Alabama. He's great. He is great, Eli Gold. Wait, who did the Dolphins take? Wait, that's right. Who did the Dolphins take at 12? Did they? Did they take Proctor? Man, that's a win for the Cowboys, folks. That's a win for the Cowboys. Shit, man. Proctor's off the board. Oh, man. Shit. Proctor's off the board. Are the Eagles going to trade out of round one? Cilio might be right. Go get Sadiq. I'm with you, Theo. Maybe Ione. Texas T, I don't love what the Giants did at number 5, but boy, Caden Proctor comes off the board. Back-to-back Alabama. Caden Proctor, the number 1 protector for Ty Simpson, goes at number 12. And then 13 overall, the Rams make a shocking pick for the future in Ty Simpson. That's got to be it now for Matthew Stafford after this year, right? 1 year left of Stafford. I do. I want Sadiq. I'll take Vega, though. I'll take Vega. Now I'm out on Bain. Oh, man. Where's the guy who said don't get too excited too quick? Yeah, this is not falling well for the Birds now. Proctor 12. Holy moly. Caden Proctor goes 12 overall. Caden Proctor goes 12. I think Sadiq goes here to the Ravens. If Sadiq goes to the Ravens, this is going to be a shit show. Dude, Caden Proctor is a savage. He is a physical dude, man. It's a good pick for Miami. Pump, I wouldn't hate it at 23, but congrats, Proctor. Congrats, brother, man. I love watching these dudes get drafted. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite times of the year because I'm a human dude, man. I love watching humans achieve great things. I'm more intrigued by human excellence and human achievement and human success than anything else. So I just love watching. I love watching the emotion of it. I love watching the families. Congrats, Caden Proctor. Here comes Ty next, man. Here comes Ty. Yeah, Trey, that was a fumbled sentence. I'm a human, dude. That was funny. You know, sometimes I speak too quick, I fumble. Congratulations to Caden Proctor. So Ty Simpson's going to go 13. 14, you got the Ravens. Man, the Rams take quarterback Ty Simpson. I can't get over that. Ty's gone. Ty's going 13 to the Rams. You're human, dude. I know, Abe. Thank you, bro. By the grace of God. Thank you, God. Boy, Rams going to that's a wild card, man. Proctor's a good fit in Miami too, I think. You guys want me to do a 4-hour live stream and end with no pick? That's criminal. Forgive me if I'm biased here. I can't do 4 hours of content and not get a damn pick in round 1. Are you kidding me? Ty could have made $6 million if he stayed in what? Well, I'm happy he didn't go to Miami. He was never going to Miami. He was an Alabama guy. That would suck. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you, Frosty Walrus. Caden Proctor said, I'm going to put the ball in the end zone. Proctor, just protect the quarterback, bro. Who's the quarterback in Miami now? Is it they paid, what's his name, right? They back up in Green Bay? Willis? Yeah, they got rid of Tua. Yeah, they got Willis. I'm not hating on Bane. It's just not my favorite. You know, it wouldn't be my favorite move. Man, the Rams pull the trigger at tie. I can't believe it. Ravens, Bucks, Jets, Lions. Guys, this is a crux point in the draft here for the Eagles. I mean, this is a massive point in the draft here. Rams are taking ties. So you got Ravens, Bucks. Like the Ravens could take Sadiq. The Bucks could take an offensive lineman, edge rusher. The Bucks could take Bane. The Bucks could take Bane. The Jets could take, I don't know. Could the Eagles trade with the Jets? Maybe. I'm wondering if the guys the Eagles wanted to trade up for are already gone. For who, Neil? That's the question. Like, who they going for? Who they going for? If the Eagles go to 16 right now, who's it for? Nothing on Grenard. No, nothing yet. Might not come till tomorrow if it comes. I'm not sure either, Neil. I like Vega. Yeah, I'm with you. I'd be happy with Vega. I would go for Vega. I'm good with that, guys. I'd be pretty happy with that. I'd be pretty happy with Vega. 6'4", 320, big dude. Prototypical guard for fit. See, this is the problem. Like, we just got rid of Jeff Stoutland, and we are presumably moving to a new scheme. This is what it reads about Vega, and this is from Lance Zerline, who does an excellent job on drafting, on draft prospect profiles. Listen to this closely on Vega. Listen closely. Prototypical guard for physical run schemes with thick limbs, no diddy, a broad frame, and plus core strength. Ione plays with excellent contact balance and technique on both base blocks and double teams. He uses his hips and hands for leverage and displacement when drive blocking. However, he lacks athleticism and foot quickness to operate effectively as a move blocker. Pause, but I don't know. That would be great with Stoutland. You know what's kind of anticlimactic for the guys? Oh, there he goes. We just did all the draft board. Boom, Vega's off the board. Done. Gone. The Ravens have drafted Vega Ione. Gone. Gone. He's off the board. Yesterday's news. Let's go to the next guy. Vega's off the board. Ravens take Ione. Ravens take Ione. Do you trade up for Sadiq? Do you trade up for Sadiq? Bane? What do we think? Oh, man. I do not think this looks good. I am sorry, folks. I do not think this looks that great for the Eagles right now, this draft board. I don't think it looks brutal yet. Look for them to try and jump if they really want an offensive lineman, look for them to jump the Lions at 17 with the Jets at 16 and pick up Monroe Freeland. Sadiq for the future, another playmaker we won't use, I guess. Ty Simpson goes 13. It's officially been announced. You're going to see him on your screen back there And then next will be the Ravens taking Vega. Another weapon, I guess, in Sadiq is who we should target at this point. Hopefully we use the guy. We didn't even use A.J. Brown. I mean, does anybody feel like we're using Devontae Smith enough? I hope they get the ball to him. I don't like the way this board is falling. Blake Miller, you're going to get him, and you're going to like it, Eagle fans. Ty, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, Ty. What a great landing spot. No year one pressure. Learning from one of the best quarterbacks in the league, arguably a Hall of Fame quarterback in Matthew Stafford. It's a good spot for Ty Simpson. That's a good landing spot for Ty Simpson, man. Congrats, Ty. All right, the Ravens taking Vega. Ravens taking Vega. Bucks next. Could the Eagles trade here? Wow. Why am I down bad? I'm not down bad at all. I'm enjoying the show. I'm enjoying the show. You kidding me? I'm never down bad. I'm only down bad when I try and wear contact lenses. Anybody who saw that yesterday, what a catastrophe that was for me. Bro, Prince, I'm with you. This draft is hard. Draft stinks. Just not a great looking board right now for the Birds, man. It's just really not that good of a board right now for the Birds. Eagles are twiddling their thumbs. Niall, that brings back so many memories. My dad used to say that. You're sitting there, what are you going to twiddle your thumbs? That's hilarious. Get to work, son. No twiddling your thumbs. Can I just say something about Ty Simpson? I love him. I'm a Bama guy. I'm happy for him. I think he's a good quarterback. I think Sean McVay is a good fit. He is a goofy dude to listen to. Like he just the way he like phrases sentences is so goofy to listen to. Bucks took Bain. Boy, Texas T, you're on top of it tonight. Stop your line and say, yo, Deshae, I'll come down there to Alabama and slap you silly. You won't know what hit you, Deshae. He's a dingus. He is a little bit of a dingus. That's a good word for him, Vitality. That's a good word for him. Jennings Dunker. I like Jennings Dunker. That's a round two, though. All right, so Bain's off the board. Vega's off the board. Proctor's off the board. Downs is off the board. It's Sadiq or bust at this point. Monroe Freeling. I'd be happy with Freeling. Steven says, Z, what do you think of the Giants pick? I thought their second pick was good with Francis Mauigoa, but I'm not a big fan of what they did at number 5 overall with Arvell Reese. I mean, it's not that I don't like Arvell Reese. It's that they have so many edge rushers, and they just got rid of their guy who stops the run. I mean, you know, what's the deal there? All right, so the Bucks, so to rule out 15 trading up, they take Ruben Bain. Oh, man. Are the Eagles going to trade to 16? He's not that tiny, dude. He's probably like Matthew Stafford size. How tall is Stafford? 6'2"? Wow, even the commissioner butchered his name. Vega Ioane. Vega Ioane. Vega Ioane is how you say it, I guess. All right, sorry. I'm trying to keep updated with everything that's happening. It comes quick on X, dude. I'm telling you. Twiz wants to draft cornerback. Shows you the state of Twiz's brain. We got $65 million to pay the cornerbacks next year, and Twiz is ready to draft one. Twiz, why don't you take a lap, bro? Go out to the field. You forgot to feed the ducks or the goats or the ponies or the sheep or whatever the hell you got. Bucks take Bane. Oh, man. All right, number 16. If we don't trade here, we're not getting Freeling. If we don't trade here, there's no chance we get Freeling. Because Freeling's going to go to the Lions. Eagles are either trading to the Jets pick or they're not getting an offensive lineman. No word from J-Mac. Let me text him. Let me text J-Mac. I texted John. We'll see if he's hearing anything. I do not think this is going to fall well. I think the Lions are going to take Freeling and then and then Sadiq's going to go off the board shortly after. Lions are going to go O-line, I think, Dio. I really think so. Maybe you're right, but ooh. Ruben Baines off the board. You guys think we're going receiver? Mekhi Lemon? Mesidor? Keldrick Falk? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. McNeil Warren? No. Fitness check. I don't know that I've ever had somebody from Twitch comment. That's pretty dope. I've had one guy. We use Twitch as a backup. Fitness check. Thanks for watching on Twitch. It's Kenyon Sadiq, Theo. Max Ionashore, I guess. Caleb Lomu. Cassius Howell. Zion Young. Jermod McCoy. Denzel Boston. Keldrick Falk. I mean, if Sadiq goes off the board, oh, gosh. If Sadiq goes off the board, this is a catastrophe for the Birds. This is a catastrophe for the Birds. First pick was Fernando Mendoza, quarterback. Jets, there he goes. Goodbye, Kenyon Sadiq. Now Kenyon Sadiq goes to the Jets. Guys, this is cooked. This is literally cooked. This is cooked. This is cooked. Oh no, man, this is cooked. This is cooked. This draft is cooked. Who the Eagles are going to take at 23? He went number 1 to the Raiders. Yeah, Mendoza. Oh my gosh. The Jets take Sadiq. Who's their quarterback? Who's their freaking quarterback? Do they even have a quarterback? Oh my gosh. This is cooked. This is a Xander Kraus cooking job. You guys, I don't cook. The veggies in the oven, I burnt them. You guys remember that? Yeah, that's the draft right now. Oh, my goodness. Akbar, I'm with you. They weren't going to throw it to Sadiq, but I'm trying to get a good player here. Let me see if John texts me back. John said it was Proctor. Now it's Freeling. They're not getting Freeling now. John says they wanted Proctor. Now it's Freeling. Geno Stiff is the quarterback. They got Geno Stiff, and they draft Kenyon Sadiq. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my gosh. Buccaneers took Bain. Jets take Kenyon Sadiq. Oh, gosh. The Lions are going to take Freeling. Zan, you burning veggies? Akbar, I don't cook. I can grill a steak. That's about it. I mean, you guys are seriously selling me on the Jets quarterback? What a catastrophe. What a catastrophe. Is my internet holding, by the way? I hope it is. Yeah, I guess I have to learn how to say it too. Max Ayana, sure. It's not about not getting players. It's just I wanted a first round caliber player here, and they're quickly dwindling. It was widely known in NFL circles that there was 15 guys here that were true first round players. Yeah, Max is a round 2 pick, dude. Yeah, I like Keldrick Falk too, but oh man. Bucks got Bain. Jets take freaking Kenyon. And Lions are going to take, let's be real, they're going to take Monroe Freeling. They're going to take Monroe Freeling. Here come all the Eagle homerisms. You give up? I'm not giving up. What do you mean give up? I'm analyzing the draft in real time. You don't like it, get lost. Right now, the board is cooked. Howie's got a trade for 23 for a player. Miller? Who's Miller at 23? Miller? You want Christian Miller, a defensive tackle? Is that who you're thinking? Come on. Oh, Blake Miller. Blake Miller. This is bonkers. Oh my gosh, that's the best nickname I've ever heard. That's the best nickname I've ever heard. Howie Dozeman. Howie Dozeman. Oh my God. Howie Dozeman. Wait, the Lions took Blake? Oh! Lions take Blake Miller. All right, is it Monroe Freeling? Oh, man. It's Blake Miller goes. The Lions take Blake Miller. Monroe Freeling was picking up the hat. Monroe Freeling had the hat out. He was like, the Lions are about to pick me. Blake Miller. Oh, man, you hate to see it for Monroe Freeling. Interesting interview there with Ruben Bain with Laura Rutledge. Laura, you got to have a better answer to that, honey. Come on, Laura. Theo, I'm not melting down. Are you kidding me? You will get Monroe Freeling, and you will like it. It's Monroe, folks. Get used to it. He is very raw player. He will be on the bench for a year. He will be on the bench for a year. He will be on the bench. I mean, you're looking at Monroe, Freeling, Keldrick Falk, Max Ionashore, Makai Lemon. I guess I'd be happy with Freeling. I'd be happy with Monroe, I guess. I would. I'll live with it. No, I'm not in on Lemon. I'm out on Lemon. I love how Xander loves Sadiq for 30 seconds. Yeah, it's called the draft. You start pivoting. I'm trying to convince myself mentally as we speak that Monroe Freeling is the pick of the draft. I'll let you know in T-minus 60 seconds if I convince myself. There's Sadiq. Congrats, Sadiq. He's going to be a stud player. There's Dan Lanning at the draft party. Yeah, Denzel's all right. I don't mind him. I'm not really in on a wide receiver right now. All right, so Blake Miller goes. Now you got the Vikings. Who are the Vikings going to take? Do the Vikings take Dylan Thieneman? They need a defensive lineman too. Yeah, they have a lot of needs, the Vikings. The Lions are picking up Blake Miller. I can't believe he went in the top 20. He went 17. I'm losing my voice already. It's going to be a long night. Caleb Lomu's on the board. Guys, they're going to take an offensive lineman. They're going to take an offensive lineman. They're going to take either Monroe Freeling, Max Ionashore, or Caleb Lomu. That's what they're doing. That's what they're going to do. There he is. What's up, Rasputin? Yeah, the Eagles are going to have to – I think they're going to take one of these tackles. I think it's going to be Ionashore, Freeling, or Lomu. I don't see who else they would take right now. I really don't. Prince, who else, dude? Who do you think? I mean, do you think they go the defensive end, Keldrick Falk? Maybe. I'm kind of with Yale. I'm kind of feeling Freeling. Who are the Vikings going to take here? David, you think they'll all go? No, they're not all going to go. The Chargers do not. Which of those tackles projects the best to play inside? That's who I think the Chargers would take. They have two tackles. They have Joe Alt and the other. I forget the other. What's the other dude's name? I'm blanking on his name. Lions went Blake Miller. Cullen, the Lions went Blake Miller. Slater, thank you. Rashawn Slater, thank you. They have Slater and Joe Alt. They need an interior. Cowboys could go a lot of different ways. Panthers could go O-line. Oh, man, this could get ugly. That's a win. The Vikings just took Florida defensive tackle Caleb Banks. That's a win for the Eagles. The Vikings take Florida DT Caleb Banks at number 18 overall. Boy, interesting draft pick there. 6'6" and a fourth, 327. Here's the player analysis. Big frame, long-limbed interior defender whose play needs more polish to consistently match his traits. Boy, that's a reach. That's a reach. You were at 18, and we already have players. We already have people taking second-round talents. Caleb Banks. Banks has a quick first step. He can stun, control single blocks when his hand strikes are timely and accurate, but he needs faster disengagement to increase his tackle count. His high center of gravity allows double teams to generate displacement, so a move to odd front end could be in his best interest as a run defender. Let's see. Didn't hear much about him. You like Banks? All right, some people like Banks. All right, some people, you guys know more about him than me. Didn't strike me as an 18th overall pick, but I kind of like McDonald better. But I'm not a draft expert. All right. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 more picks until the Birds. Panthers, Cowboys, Steelers, Chargers. Panthers could go O-line. Cowboys, probably not. Steelers could go O-line, and Chargers could go O-line. Oof. Let's see. The Saints drafted Jordan Tyson, Abe. There's the look at the board right now for those who didn't see it. So it really got interesting, quick. Cornell Tate went top 5. Jeremiah Love went 3. David Bailey went 2. Arvell Reese went 5 to the Giants. Interesting pick there. Delane went 6 after the Chiefs traded up. Sonny Styles 7. Jordan Tyson 8. Spencer Fano 9. Francis Maui Noah 10. Caleb Downs 11. Caden Proctor 12. Ty Simpson 13. Vega Owane, or whatever his name is, 14, Reuben Bain, 15, and Kenyon Sadiq, 16, Blake Miller, 17, and Caleb Banks, 18. Now you got Panthers, Cowboys, Steelers, Chargers. Oof. Blake Miller to the Lions. Akbar, there is not a single running back to take, dude. C North, I think they might want to, but I don't know that they're gonna, dude. Prince says these edibles are kicking ass. Prince, just be safe, will you, brother? Same, Rasputin. That's how I feel. It's going to be Freeling. There goes Freeling. The Panthers take Freeling. All right, Panthers take Freeling. Now you're down to Caleb Lomu. Oh, man. Max Ianashore, I guess it's going to be. Monroe Freeling off the board. Ugh. I wouldn't be mad at Thieneman. Ugh. Theo, I didn't see one mock draft that was even close to this, dude. Not one mock. Yeah, Jadarian Price. Yeah, I like him, but he's not a first-round pick at 23, dude. He is a good back, though. I don't mind Mesidor, but I've been told it's not going to be the Eagles' pick, so I'm not really sure what to make of him, you know? Caleb Banks is on a broken foot, and the Vikings just drafted him at 18. I mean, I don't even understand. Caleb Banks to the Vikings. Those they are stupid. Up, trade. The Eagles just traded up. Eagles just traded up. Eagles just traded up. Eagles trade up to, wow, did they trade with the Cowboys? Wow, the Eagles trade with the Cowboys. The Eagles trade up to 20 with the Cowboys. All right, get ready. I'm gonna have to end this stream quickly, folks. I got to go to the other stream. Who are they about to take? Who are they about to take? Who are the Eagles going to take? Who are we taking? Lomo? Who the hell are they taking here? Freeling's off the board. Yep, and they moved ahead of Pittsburgh. They're taking the offensive lineman. Who is it? Lomo? Is it going to be Lomo? It's going to be Lomo, isn't it? Tell me when you guys see it. Tell me when you see it. John thinks Max Ianashore. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. They're going to take Max Ianashore. Oh, my gosh. John not hated, but John did not like this player. Oh, my goodness. We gave up 114 and 137 and got back a 7th round pick to go and get Max Ianashore. Holy crap. Dude. We gave up two of our 6th round picks, right? 114 and 137. Dude, this guy better be a tackle. We gave up 23, 114, and 137 and got back a number 20 in the 7th rounder from Dallas. We don't even know who we took yet. Does anybody know who we took? Guys, right when we make the pick, I'm ending this stream. I'm making a new one. I have to do it for view standpoint. Sorry, I got to do a fresh stream. Got to do a fresh stream. Wow, it's Makai Lemon. It's fucking Makai Lemon. Oh my gosh, it's Makai Lemon. Oh my gosh, they just drafted Makai freaking Lemon. Oh my gosh, they're taking Makai Lemon. What? What? No! My least favorite receiver of the top guys is Makai Lemon. He's 5'11". He's a slot receiver. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. They're taking Makai Lemon. He's not a beast, Twiz. He's 5'11". He's a slot receiver. He's not a beast at all. Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry, JB3. I don't know what's going on. Oh, my gosh. We also sent a 7th-round pick to Dallas. Makai Lemon, he's got great hands. Yeah, he's got great ball skills. Great ball skills. Lemon has, here's the scouting report. High skill, high volume slot receiver, average size, extraordinary ball skills. Lemon has room for refinement, but not much. He's intelligent, confident, and polished with the ability to make plays on all 3 levels. You guys think I'll come around on it? Hopefully. Man, Howie threw me a curveball. I got like 10 pre-made thumbnails for the thumbnail, and not one of them is Makai Lemon. All right, I'm ending the stream. I'll be live with another stream in a second. I'll keep rolling with it until I have the next stream set up. Bear with me. Bear with me. Holy shnikes, man. I'm sorry, guys. I do not love this move right here. It's not my favorite. USC wide receiver Makai Lemon, drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. Makai Lemon to the Philadelphia Eagles. A.J. Brown is gone. A.J. Brown is history. A.J. Brown is history, folks. Goodbye and good riddance to A.J. Brown. He's gone. Makai Lemon's off the board officially at 20 overall to the Philadelphia Eagles. Ugh. All right, guys. Slot receiver. He does. He's got great hand skills with the ball, but boy, this is a big projection here. All right, guys, I'm ending the stream. Thanks for tuning in to the JAKIB Draft coverage. I'll be live for another 2 hours, so don't go anywhere. Stay right here on JAKIB Sports. Tune into my next live stream. It'll be a big one. I'll talk to Dan Cilio. I'll talk to John McMullen. I'll even try and get maybe Jeff Kerr up here, get some reactions on the draft of Makai Lemon for the Philadelphia Eagles. Maybe I'll be convinced it's a better pick. Not a great reaction for me. Just didn't feel it, but let's see what happens. Love all you guys. See you on the next stream. Be there in 3 minutes. I'll be live.